I first noticed my hairline receding probably in my early 30s. Every time I walked past a mirror or a reflection in a shop, I would be checking, making sure the hair was down, to cover that little bit. So as soon as I saw it thinning, receding, this was something that I wanted to change. I've been an actor. I'm kind of used to seeing myself back on screen, on camera, in photographs. And once I was aware of the receding hairline and thinning, this would be the first thing I'd look at, which is not what I should be looking at, but it became my insecurity. When I see someone with thick hair or a strong hairline, for me that resembles like youth and health. And so when it was going thinner and weaker, I felt older, and the saying like change nothing, nothing changes. And so I wanted my hairline and my receding to change. And so I had to take the plunge and just be brave and do it. I remember being in the gown right before it happened, in the bathroom going, why am I doing this? I could just take off the gown and leave now. But I'm so glad I followed through with it. I'm so glad I booked it. I'm so glad I did it, because everything's been great, and I definitely would do it again. Of course, everyone's life is busy, so there's many factors that come into play when you're deciding where to have your treatment. But for me, it wasn't about cost, it wasn't about location. It was more about where I felt comfortable, and so I came for a consultation here, met the team, and straight away was greeted with open arms, and I was reassured and left feeling confident that this was the right place and I was going to be safe here. There was only one person in my life who told I was having the procedure before, because I knew some people would have wanted to talk me out of it, and I'm so glad they didn't. I think the expectations from the clinic that they gave to me were realistic. They were like, we can't perform miracles, we're not implanting a wig, and so whatever is here is now just going to be moved to a different place. And so I was given very realistic expectations, which is what I liked, because then it was true. The aftercare from the clinic was superb. They checked in with me, especially during the first 10 days, very regularly. And then at different intervals, which they told me about throughout the process of healing. And they were excited to see my results. They wanted photos and videos. And so it felt like a great, great aftercare all the way through. The procedure definitely did influence my confidence, because I've lost that insecurity almost immediately. Even before the results began to show, I knew what was there and I knew what was going to be. So I lost that awareness of looking in the mirror, which is a great place to be. People who know I've had the procedure do comment and go, wow, it looks really good, you must be so pleased. And then other people who don't know I had the procedure often say, you never age. And so that is their way of almost noticing, I suppose. But not that I've talked them into it or convinced them into it, it's just that I've told them of my experience, and subsequently I've had a good handful of friends now who've gone through it and also had brilliant results. But often my hair needs to be styled in different ways to represent different characters. And I always remember whenever they did the side parting, I would hate it, because that would display the receding area. Whereas now when I go through hair and makeup, however they wish to display and style my hair is great, because I haven't got that awareness of going, no, I don't want it that way. But now if they do want to brush it back or put in a side parting, great, go with it.